Hi everyone, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my art and talk. Welcome to my channel. What's an art and talk, you may ask? Well, my head isn't that interesting to look at. So instead, I'll make some cool art while we have a chat about the things I've learned. During this chat, I'll be painting a paint your own Windstone. What's a Windstone? You sure are full of questions you didn't even ask, aren't you? Windstones refer to the figures made by Windstone Editions. It's a company that specializes in creating fantasy sculptures made by the artist Melody Pina. Some of the figures come painted ready for display, and some are cast in gypsum just for customers to enjoy painting themselves. You even get to pick out your own eye color. Painting these figures is one of my favorite hobbies to do, so let's get into it while I tell you all the things I learned after making 24 videos and over 100 shorts here on YouTube in 2 years. Number 1. To integrate into any community, you really need to become a part of it and understand it. Just making videos without understanding YouTube, not studying it, and not being a consumer will put you at a disadvantage. The more I used YouTube and enjoyed it, the more I could use my experience to help me with my own channel and feel like I belong. As I watched videos, I could see what other creators were doing, good and bad, and figured out how I wanted to run my own channel. I could also learn from other channels on sharing their experiences and knowledge, which was so valuable. Number 2, you don't need to know every little step before you start. Just learn the basics and you'll learn as you go. Failing is good, it's just learning. Get over it and try again. You're gonna make some cringy stuff. It's okay, we all do it. I rarely know what I'm doing, I mess up constantly, and I still somehow pull everything together in the end. And you will too. Number 3, YouTube is a commitment, especially in time. If you want to take it seriously, consistency, hard work, and patience are key. There are no shortcuts, and we all start at zero. 4. Getting monetized can take a while, at least it did for me. I think it took me about 1.5 years, and one of my videos suddenly popped off and got me most of my watch hours. It takes time to get those watch hours and subs, and it can be frustrating at times. Make sure to check YouTube's requirements for monetization if that's one of your goals. You can create just for fun too, without ever being monetized. 5. YouTube is big enough for everyone. Not everyone will vibe with you, your content, or your style, and that's why it's so great there's so many channels and creators. You're bound to be many someone's cup of tea. 6. YouTube will make you face your fears and get over yourself. Whether it's the sound of your voice, how you look in your video, editing out your breathing and audio, and setting yourself up to be judged by the internet, as time goes on, you get more comfortable, more prepared, and more confident, and learn to push past your biggest hater, which for most of us is ourselves. Remember that your brain can and will lie to you, and can be rather dramatic at times. 7. Be mindful of the audience you want to attract while creating and editing your content. From the music you choose, how you act, what you add in editing, how you film, even the tone or energy of your voice can attract or deter certain people and age groups. 8. And this is an important one. Be yourself. I tried making a channel once before, and I gave up because I was trying to be a channel instead of being myself. People are craving real connection and authenticity online. Be yourself and do it your way. That's how you stand out on YouTube. Your people will find you. I promise. 9. Experimenting with your editing is necessary. I tried different intros, showing my face, adding in my dog Yeti, art features and art unboxings, and more. You'll find your own editing style over time and get more comfortable with the software as you go. Your audience will also tell you what's hitting and what's missing. 10. You may mess up and people will notice, and that's totally okay. It's because people really love to share information they know or to correct others. It's not always malicious and sometimes it's helpful and kind. But I will admit, sometimes it's annoying or hurtful when someone watches all your hard work and their only response is a correction. But over time, you do get used to it. 11. Seeing what creators do is great for inspiration, and doing what they're doing is totally okay within reason. All creators and artists are inspired by each other, and lots of us cover similar or the same subjects. It's all about doing that idea in video in your own unique way. 12. Thumbnails are important and hard for everyone. I like using a website that allows you to upload and trial your thumbnail. It really helps you see how it looks on the home page. Don't be afraid to run a thumbnail past friends and family, especially if they use YouTube a lot. You can make multiple thumbnails and experiment. If a video isn't doing well, don't be afraid to change your thumbnail. Sometimes that can make a huge difference, as it's what your viewer sees first. 13. Make sure your titles are words that can be picked up in the search bar. Tags aren't as important unless it's something important to your video or what you're using in it that can't fit into the title. Emojis can be a fun way to make your titles a little more eye-catching. 14. Good quality audio and video is very important to the YouTube audience, but you don't have to break the bank. I use a mic that's under $100, my camera with Lense is around $1,000, and my lighting is just 2 big ring lights. 15. Don't be too upset if a video doesn't do amazing right away. Don't get hung up on it and let it do its thing. The YouTube algorithm is its own creature, and some videos pop off months or years after creation. You need to be patient. Some of the videos you think won't do well take off, and the ones you're thinking will go viral may sit. It's okay, just keep creating and try to learn from each video that doesn't perform as well as you think it will. 16. Make sure you know and are mindful of YouTube's terms and conditions. You don't want to put a bunch of work and effort into a channel and have it banned or demonetized. 17. Creating what you think is popular will not always get you the results you think it will. Make what makes you happy, as choosing views can lead to burnout and not being satisfied as a content creator. 18. If you want to build community, you need to invest time into making it. Answer comments, use your community tab, connect to your audience in your videos. Your subscribers will give you great feedback. When you build community over your follower count, your audience will watch your videos because of the content, but also because they like you as a person, and that's pretty special. 19. Comments can be tricky sometimes, but you'll figure out how to deal with them. Haters are always gonna hate, and most of the people who leave rude or mean comments will never take the risk of actually creating something and putting themselves out there to be judged. Do not allow anyone to abuse you, embarrass you, or make you feel uncomfortable in your own space. Remember that all engagement counts, even the not so nice ones. So I try to be objective when deciding what stays and what gets deleted. You can always keep those comments up and have fun with a satisfyingly sassy reply if you'd like. Your comment sections are your responsibility, and I do feel you need to be responsible and moderate them. As an example, sometimes children will leave their address or personal information in the creator's comments, either begging for the creator to contact them or send them items in the video. Things like this need to be caught and removed as soon as possible. I promise the good comments and interactions will outweigh the not good ones by a landslide, and those are what we care about and focus on. 20. Perfectionism will only slow you down and steal your joy. You won't be perfect out the gate or ever, so just create and be okay with it regardless. Any project, piece of art, or video you complete is something to be proud of. If people want perfection, they should watch a movie, not YouTube. 21. Making videos is a great way to leave a legacy of yourself online. You can be proud of the content you've shared and the ways it's helped others. I personally owe so much of my growth as an artist and business to YouTube, and I feel like I'm giving back into it now, and it's a lovely cycle of creation, help, and guidance. 22. It's not egotistical to enjoy and watch your own videos or share and promote them. You can learn from your own videos and remember what you accomplished. Making a video is challenging, so show it off. The whole point is to share it with the world, and that's a lovely thing. 23. You don't need a huge social media following to get noticed on YouTube, but of course, it can help. YouTube is its own separate entity, and its algorithm will show good content regardless of how many subs you have. If people are clicking and watching, it will get shown and suggested. It can take a while to start getting your videos seen, but if you keep improving and posting, you will grow. A lot of people give up before this happens. Don't let that be you. 24. Do it your own way. This video is an example of doing things your own way on YouTube. I don't want to make talking head videos to share information, so I found my own way to do it. You don't need to share your face or do voiceovers either. One of my favorite YouTubers, Zan Von Zed, doesn't do either, and their videos are incredible and very fun to watch. Experiment, but don't feel you need to do it any which way to be successful. You'll find your own way to express yourself and get your points across the way you feel comfortable over time. There's no wrong way to YouTube, just a different way. 25. Fun fact, the first YouTube video I ever made has been my most productive over time. And for a long time, it was my most popular video and still brings in views consistently 2 years later. I never would have guessed that, proving that you never know what video will hit just right. The only video that truly fails is the one you never make. 26. Watch videos in the niche you're thinking of going into. It'll help you tremendously. Like any good student, it pays off to study. It also shows you what you can try yourself, and also helps you see what content you really want to make and how you may want to make it. 27. Make YouTube friends. or friends who are creating the same niche as you. Having someone you can lean on, get feedback from, or learn from is so helpful. I wouldn't be here without the support, kindness, help, and knowledge of KP Creations, Ace of Clay, and my large circle of friends. And let's be real, you're going to need someone to send the screenshots of the weird or rude comments you're eventually going to get. 28. So many people are here to help you and want you to succeed, including YouTube. There's so much information on starting a channel, and you can access almost all of it for free. There are even channels just for royalty-free music or on any subject relating to YouTube you can think of. Just remember to also follow your own gut, and not all the advice will always apply or work for you. 29. Take breaks or you will burn out and start to hate the process, and life's too short for that. Creative burnout is real, and you can stress your body and mind out so much you can't create or lose interest in it. Rest is crucial to your journey and allows you time to get inspired and store up your creative juices. You want to stay excited and passionate, so rest and relaxation is important. Everyone says that consistency is key on YouTube, which it is, but make sure you pick a schedule that works for you and allows for breaks to avoid burnout. 30. Last but not least, you are capable. I never thought I would ever be a YouTuber. I didn't even think I would enjoy making tutorials or knew enough about anything to make art tutorials. I'm also horrible with technology and was terrified of video editing software, and I hated the sound of my own voice. Yet here I am, 25 YouTube videos later, going on my 3rd year of creating videos, and I love it. If I can do it, so can you. A lot of times we talk ourselves out of doing things we're fully capable of. Our fear of failure, messing up, or looking silly holds us back. But failure and messing up is crucial to learning, and our brains can and will lie to us to keep us inside our comfort zone. But the really interesting and exciting stuff happens outside it. The only thing I regret is not starting my channel sooner. Turns out I know a thing or two, about a thing or two, and I bet you do too. I love sharing my knowledge and connecting with others while creating my own little community here on YouTube. I'm hoping to be a person to help or encourage you on your journey, like other YouTubers did for me. So if you want to do it, start now. And lastly, if you have any YouTube advice for people as a video creator or as a watcher of YouTube, make sure to leave it in the comments. Don't be afraid to take the plunge. You never know where you'll be in 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. I'll put some of the things that may help you in your YouTube journey in the description. Thanks for watching.